We are at 30th and Martin Luther King.
So this is a site that a lot of people have been calling about recently. There's been a lot of people coming in and dumping trash at this site, and it tends to be thrown alongside the highway. So it doesn't get cleaned that often because it's a disputed territory between Caltrans and the city. So it gets neglected often. But the residents seem to really be like they organize the area and they seem to clean up a lot. So they're compensating a lot for the city, but we do still get a lot of calls about this thing. And mostly about like the sidewalks and whatnot. But yeah.
Is there a vacant land close by, Justin? So we saw on 40th and Telegraph there was 5 vacant houses.
Yeah, there's 5 vacant houses on 40th and Telegraph. Also on MLK and 40th, there's some BART land that's open. We passed, and then a few empty lots next to that BART land that are privately owned. We also passed an abandoned house on a pretty big lot just a block away. That's been abandoned for years.
Yes.
And as we go down MLK, we'll find more abandoned buildings right there. Actually, you can see one on the corner. That brick building's been abandoned forever. That used to be a apartment complex. And then as you go down more, there's some small Caltrans owned property. So we'll get to 23rd and MLK. You see that there.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually see empty buildings from here.
You want to walk down there so you can kind of get closer? Yeah, walk with me. So which building were you saying?
On the right.
On the right?
On the corner there with the brick building.
Okay. That's currently empty?
That's empty, and next to it, that building's empty.
Okay.
And then there's an empty lot next to it.
Okay.
Well, actually, right here. Look, right, there's an empty lot right there that's owned by a house flipper, actually.
Yep. So there's lots of little pockets of empty, vacant land throughout the city of Oakland that's just not being used.
Exactly, yeah.
And it contributes or kind of exasperates the problems that we're seeing in our community. You see people who have nowhere else to go and they're living on tents on the street, and yet we have pockets of land that are just sitting empty for no reason. That's the problem that we're seeing, and we have to be really creative. We have to think outside the box and figure out ways to make use of land.
Yeah. And then there's this empty lot, and then there's all these abandoned buildings here on the corner, down the way.
Wow.
That whole lot right
there. Yeah, and as you can see, like in 37th and MLK, they fit like 8 small homes under that.
How many?
Like 8.
Oh, the tiny homes?
Yeah, the one down there. The 37th and MLK.
So, this lot is the one that's owned by...
Yeah. Yeah, private speculator also. It's just like those abandoned homes. Smaller operations that are local to Oakland. And then these are abandoned buildings. These have been abandoned forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was what we were talking about yesterday.
Yep.
I don't know if it's the same.
No, there's another one down the street.
These need probably a lot of work, but
if
there's will, we can do it.
I mean, yeah, because we have people who would volunteer their time and space and actually... Oh, wow.
This is good.
This should just be knocked down leaves. Oh.
This is a burned down, former, now abandoned lot.
2818 and 2816. So there's 2.
Those are duplex, huh?
Oh, I didn't see
So
that.
this used to be a duplex.
There's another one 2 blocks down that burned down the same way. That's abandoned. Yeah, we need to do the research on these. Did you check this one?
I should write this one down.
Yeah,
Okay.
So this building too?
Yep. This used to be an apartment building, Justin said.
So this is why we need to get out of our cars, get out of our homes if we have them, and start just going through the neighborhood and taking a list of what's available. And when I say available, I don't necessarily mean on the market, but just like what's out there. If these spaces were utilized, it could provide so much needed housing. And just this list of 5 that we got from the city is not enough, which is why we're out here doing this today, because we are serious about resolutions to our housing crisis by any means necessary. Those are huge. That's huge.
They've been empty for so long.
And we've spent like hundreds of millions of dollars, right? Hundreds of millions of dollars on solutions. I think, how much is the lodge? $132 a night?
Yeah.
And how much is that for like 6 months? Like, and it's a temporary solution.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's $4,000 a month per unit.
Per unit.
Per unit.
What was it? $4,000?
$4,000. Yeah. It's expensive.
Well, I know at the end of my stay at extended stay for 9 months, it was like 25,000 or something like that in that 9 months of time.
Wow.
Yeah,
25,000. That could be a down payment.
Even for the folks that was there like the 4 to 6 weeks, that was $3,000 to $4,000.
That's so crazy.
Altogether, if I remember right, it was probably about 45,000.
And you were just paying that.
Yeah.
For a long time. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Keep going down.
There's more?
Oh, yeah, there's 20. We're headed to 23rd.
Because the place I'm talking.
I think that
right there.
There's a lot on the corner, but I think it might be connected to the property there.
The green property, the green building.
On the left.
Oh, on the left.
Yeah, I think that lot.
Okay.
I don't know who that is
Okay.
that's been using that lot, but there's like a garden on there.
So there's another place you want to show us?
No, not here.
Oh.
No, but
So let's
down
get in the
way,
car
no.
because I have another one that somebody called me about yesterday.